In today's video, I'm going to walk you through how to apply to the $1,000 Business Freedom Grant. This grant is open to anybody from anywhere across the world, and there is no application fee as it is 100% free to apply. And so I'm going to walk you through the best strategies to apply to this grant. And so if you are a creator, dreamer, business owner who's looking to get some startup money to really get going, then this is the grant for you. And I offer this grant every 6 months. With this $1,000 grant, it is closing in 6 days, 4 hours, 50 minutes, and 54 seconds. I don't want that to worry you, but the application deadline is coming up very soon, as the deadline is June 30th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I would recommend you put this on your calendar so that you make sure to get your application in before the official deadline. As if you apply after the deadline, you'll be entered in for the next round, which closes December 31st. So if you're looking for some capital now to get going on your business, then you want to apply before this deadline. So when it comes to what myself and the grant board are looking for, we truly want to invest in a business that has a clear vision for where they want to go. We understand that not everyone comes from money, and that's why we've created this program to invest in people that want to change their lives through a business, as I truly believe a business is the best vehicle for self-improvement, for financial freedom, and everything that you're hoping to gain in life. And so truly, this isn't charity, it is an investment in you and your dream. When it comes to who should apply, one, it's important that you have a clear business idea with an actionable plan. This isn't just money for you to spend however you like. It is money that will need to go towards starting, building, or growing your business. In addition, when it comes to the qualities of your business, it can be any industry, product-based, service-based, or digital. And then lastly, you do need to have a commitment to completing the application, which is at the bottom of the page. And so when it comes to this application, there is no video required, as I know that that is a hassle in and of itself. And so I've made this grant application as simple as I can while choosing a candidate that I really feel will use the grant to better themselves and their business. Real quick, before we dive into the grant, I do want to briefly go over what I believe, as if you include this in the grant application, it'll help your application stand out even more. And so I do believe that everyone deserves the chance to create their own path to freedom. And this grant is my way of walking beside you as you step into new possibilities. And so I truly do want this to be an opportunity to invest in someone who will take action and make a difference in their life and the lives of those around them. And so when it comes to how you can spend this money, the $1,000 is an unrestricted grant, which means that you can spend it on any expense to start and grow your business. And so you can use the money to launch essentials like business registration, legal setup, and initial inventory. You can also use it to pay for marketing and advertising. You can also use it to buy equipment, technology, digital tools, and software, as well as investing in your knowledge. And so there's truly no limit with how you can spend this money within the business you are either planning to create or you already have. And then when it comes to some questions I get commonly asked, this is a 100% free application. When it comes to who can apply, anyone with a business idea or existing small business, regardless of industry, location, experience level, or background, can apply for this grant. If you're serious about building something, you belong here. And then when it comes to how I will announce the winner, I will announce the winner on my YouTube channel, Darcy's Business. So make sure you've liked, subscribed, and you're connected so that you can be updated. And then when it comes to how I will be evaluating the grant applications, I've broken it down on a 10-point scale with 2 additional bonus points. 3 points will be given for clarity of business idea. Additional 3 points will be based off the feasibility of the plan. 2 points will be based off the impact of the grant, and another 2 points will be based on passion and commitment, for a total of 10 points. And so that will be based on your grant application. Then we have the bonus points. And so to earn an additional 2 bonus points, you will need to join the Grant House community. It is currently free to join, so I would join as soon as possible. And so if you have any additional questions or concerns about this grant, you can access it by going to the official terms. Here I've broken down the application review phases, the judging period, as well as when the winners will be announced. And so I would recommend that you check your email during the judging period, as finalists will be notified by email and then have a set time to respond in order to claim the grant. If you don't respond within that given time, you will miss out on this grant opportunity. Now let's hop down to the grant. You can apply for the business Business Freedom Grant in 4 steps. 1, review eligibility and scoring criteria. We've already talked about it. You are eligible to apply to this grant. The second is to complete the application in its entirety. Third, you do need to join the grant community. And then lastly, you do need to set up a business checking account. For US-based business owners, I do recommend Bluevine. And then for international business owners, I do recommend Wise. But you will need to have a business account for me to send the funds to. Now let me hop into this application itself. And so what I will ask from you is your full name, so include your first and last name, your email address, your phone number, as well as your age, your gender, and your race. And then I will move on and ask you questions about your business. And so these questions include, do you currently have an active business or are you in the idea planning stage? Answer this honestly. Then, is your business legally registered? Example, LLC or corporation? Yes, no, not sure. If you're not sure, you want to check your Secretary of State website, as that will let you know. Then, what year did you begin working or operating your business? And so that rounds up questions about your business. Very simple. Literally, these questions should take you less than a few minutes to fill out. Where it gets more challenging is the short response questions. And so there are 4 listed here. The first one being, briefly describe your business idea or the business you are building. What problem does it solve? What will you offer? 250 words max. Then we have, who does your business help and how will it make their life better? Third, if selected, how would you use the $1,000 grant to move your business forward in the next 90 days? And then what is one concrete step you've already taken towards this business? Is it research? Is it creating content? What have you already done? And so these are the 4 questions that will make the key difference in your application. And so what I would recommend you do is take a screenshot of the free response questions and paste the image into your favorite LLM model. I'm going to ask Claude to write out these 4 short response grant questions, respond from Darcy's business POV. And so you do want to include what business you want to respond as, especially if you have a lot of businesses. And so I'm going to put in these questions and then hit enter. We now have 4 responses. And so if Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini doesn't know about your business yet, it's important that you give that detail. And typically I recommend that business owners enter in a grant block. This is going to include your business name, your business industry, your business mission, and your business values. This is important information that an LLM needs to know about you so that it can really customize the responses. And so I'm going to copy the grant application scoring and judging criteria so that I can enter this into Claude. Now act like an expert grant writer with 10+ years of experience. Improve the previous responses based on the following scoring criteria. And so I do recommend that you do multiple iterations or multiple rounds of review within Claude, as oftentimes the first output you get from an AI tool isn't the best. And so typically I would recommend 3 as the ideal number. And so now, based off that feedback, is including optimized grant responses. And so once you have this, it's now time to really go through it. Add in your personality, add in your flavor, add in what makes you special. And so that's the really unique factor that's going to make your grant application stand out from the others. Copy these responses into a separate Word document. I'm gonna click this little paper icon at the bottom of the screen and it will say copy. So from there, I'm gonna go to the Word document and paste it here. And so when editing this, you wanna focus on 3 key areas. Make sure you get rid of any signs that it is AI, so you wanna remove em dashes as well as any asterisks. In addition, you wanna make sure you infuse your voice and personality in the responses. And thirdly, you wanna make sure that it is accurate, because sometimes AI likes to make things up. And so once you've reviewed and gone through those steps, you lastly want to paste that into Claude and say, this is my final version. Is there any last comments or suggestions to make it better? Be straightforward, even mean if you have to, because this application needs to win. Go through the suggestions and recommendations to have the final output. Once that's ready, you're then going to paste in those responses into the grant application. Lastly, how did you hear about the Business Freedom Grant? You can say YouTube if you're hearing it from me now, or you can put wherever you heard it from. Then you have to agree to accept the official rules of the grant in order to submit the application. And so once everything looks good, then it's time to hit submit and open up that business checking account. And so one of my old professor's quotes is, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And in this case, you want to make sure you're in position to receive this money. And so I've walked you through how to really stand out from 99% of the applicants that are applying. And so I would encourage you to continue to believe in yourself and your vision. If you do that, the chances of you winning a grant is very good. When I won my first grant, I was truly in shock, but it just reaffirmed that winning a grant was possible. And I know that is possible for you. But at the same time, you do need to know that grants aren't guaranteed. And so it is very important that you use the tips I've shared in this video to truly create a standout application. And so I want to leave you with, I believe in you. I know that anything is possible if you stay at it and you don't give up. And if you've made it to this point, comment below, I'm a future grant winner. I cannot wait to see you next time. Peace, stay building.